Today we are off on the road on the way to Sunderland because I am going to do my first swimming lesson. So it feels a bit weird. I've never ever done a swimming lesson in my life. Like, I could do like your basic breaststroke and what I call dry hair swim, but I need to go and learn front crawl, facing the water, proper breathing techniques, and see if I'm any good at it, really. All in preparation of aiming to do a world record. So you might be thinking, well, isn't that a bit stupid? Put yourself forward for a world record and you actually, one of the disciplines is swimming and you can't swim. So I'm going to learn. I knew not being able to swim or cycle properly, but we'll just stay on the swimming because that's where we're going today. I knew that I would kind of have you know what I mean, make it more difficult, but I thought if I can just practice, put in the time and do it, well then it's like I should be fine. It's like when I did the running. I hadn't run for years, and when I say I ran, like, I was happy if I did 3 miles ever. To then go and challenge myself to a 100-mile run, it was all I had to do was practice and learn and condition my body. So I've kind of looked at this the same way. Maybe I probably would have been better off if I could have swam, you know, and just got, because then I'd be able to just be doing everything I need to be doing right now rather than learning how to breathe in water and other things. But it should be all good.
What's driving you to do it?
What drives me to do it? Just to find out what I'm capable of. And I also think, like, we're here once, so why not just push yourself and see what you can and can't do? And that's it, really.
And beat Stephen.
Yes. Because it is his world record I'm wanting to take off him. Absolutely. But it's that thing, isn't it? It's like, you never know unless you try. And with me, like, a lot of people would probably look and go, well, don't just learn to do the swimming first, or learn how to clip your feet into your bike and not fall off it for once, and then give yourself a challenge. But if you were to do that, you'd probably procrastinate, you wouldn't do it, and you'd put it off. So I've gone full in. No, I'm going to learn, I'm going to do it all, and then give myself a massive big challenge to do it at the same time.
How do you think, like, doing these sort of endurance events, like, obviously there's a link there between you guys being successful in business and having the drive to do these sort of things? What do you think the link is?
For me, I think the link is discipline, because you have to be so disciplined in getting up every morning, doing the training sessions that you've been told to do, even when you don't want to do them, and even when you feel like, you know, you could just do anything else but that, and you want to, like, either sit down, or you don't want to get up early, or there's something else you could be doing, like sorting out the house, or putting all these other hurdles in front of you, or having another meeting. For me, it's that discipline of, like, going, no, this is what you've been told to do, this is what you said you were going to do, and that you need to go and do it, whether you like it or not. So, and I think that's what served me well in business and other areas of my life, is even if I don't want to do it, or I don't feel up for it, I give myself, like, that kind of, like, no, you said you were going to do it, Gemma, so off you pop, off you go. And it's not, like, for me, I don't ever feel like overly motivated to do it. There is mornings when, like, even the other morning I got up and I had to go and cycle for an hour, and it was windy outside and raining, and it was pitch black because it was like 5:30 in the morning, and ultimately I chose to do it at that time. But you just don't want to do it, you know, you'd rather just stay in your bed sometimes. So it's that discipline. Do you see a gym?
Turn left into the car park, then arrive at your destination.
Do you see a gym?
I don't see a gym anywhere.
No, I don't.
Arrive.
No, they gave me pictures of a car park. But I can't see anything, can you?
I don't see a gym.
Go this way.
Oh, yeah.
That's Greg's.
It's that way.
This way?
Yeah.
What, out the car park?
Out the car park, yeah. So it's that. It's over behind this building.
Oh, right. So not this car park, the other one,
Yeah.
if there is one. Oh, there it is.
Turn left into the car park.
There we go.
You've entered the car park for your destination.
See what they say. I'm alright with the running. I did a December last year, 100-mile run, or continuous no sleep.
So is it like an ultramarathon? Is that what you done?
100-mile run.
Yeah, so.
Have you ever
With
read
no
that book by
sleep?
the boy called Dean Koontz, is it? But he does ultramarathons like through the night and everything.
Yeah,
Stuff
so,
like
yeah,
that.
mine was 25 hours of
Aye.
non-stop. Yeah.
So where did you run?
It was just in my area, just loops and loops and loops, and this long loop. But yeah.
I'll take you through here.
Oh,
then
excellent.
you know where you're going.
So there, as you were taking your breath, you were letting your arms kind of sink down. Okay. If you allow that body position to change, your legs are going to drop, and then eventually it's going to kind of catch up with you, and you're going to end up sinking. So arms on the top. Make sure your head's down below your arms, like we spoke about, and you're not kind of losing that. It's just kind of getting used to the pattern as well, because if you're not used to putting your face in the water, adding the breathing in is a bit unnatural at the minute. And remember that straight line on the top and not letting your foot sink. Okay?
So next week. I found the swimming okay, but it was the breathing, so I found myself really out of breath. I don't know whether it's a combination of swimming, the actual exercise, and putting your face in the water and not being able to breathe as you normally would breathe, and trying to think about all those things. But yeah, for that first one, I felt myself like getting to the end of the pool and out of breath, but I think that's down to me not in a rhythm of breathing and just trying to like think, quick, grab a bit of air and get your head back down and get going, get to the other side of that pool as quickly as you can. Did it look like I could swim?
It did. It did look like you could swim. I was impressed.
Yeah.
I thought you picked it up really quickly.
That's the first time I've ever done a front crawl with my face in the water.
Is that something you were nervous about?
Partly, yeah. I wasn't overly nervous because I just thought, right, just bring it on and do what I need to do. But it was that kind of feeling of a little bit of anxiety of like, what is this going to feel like? If you know what I mean. And when I was doing it, when I was feeling out of breath and then having to carry on through that, that was a little bit like, oh, I'm out of breath. If I look at my thing, I might have been like max 10. Yeah, My heart rate is like as if I've been on a run. Like that heart rate there is higher than what my heart rate was for the whole 100 miles that I ran.
How is that possible? It must just be like something you're not used to, you know?
Yeah. There's a couple of things, like the water is getting confident with the water and comfortable with all of those things that I've just been taught to feel in flow. And then with the cycling, I've got to obviously get used to clipping my feet in and becoming more confident with that as well. So I've got, I'd say, 2 big hurdles to get over, really.
So the next episode, should we do a cycle lesson?
Oh God. Yeah, well, that'll be a thing to see.